Y'all can just start questions.
Cash, how did this opportunity come about?
I mean, I knew of it before I got to college, and I've seen how it kind of started off in high school and how it's kind of getting big in college. And it was something that I always felt like I wanted to do, and I felt like I could do it. But at the time, I was just, really focused on football and getting out on the field and, putting my priorities in that. But with this being my last spring semester, I graduate in December after the season, so I won't be able to get an opportunity to do this again. So I asked Coach Stoops if it was okay with him, and he said absolutely. He said go do you. So I'm very thankful he gave me the opportunity to go out and do this. I'm very thankful to Tommy Hall and all the guys for letting me, join the team, with this being only my one and only season. But I'm really thankful for the opportunity, and I can't wait to fish.
What's your schedule like? How does it work
My
with football?
My schedule is different than everybody else, because they don't have to interfere with spring ball, but I do. So I get to fish on Kentucky Lake at March 10th, I think, or March 12th, and then spring ball is all the way through April 14th after that, and then I'll try to fish as many tournaments after that as I can. But in this whole thing, football still comes first and everything, and this is just something that I can do whenever I can.
Did you know the chairman here, he said you knocked his helmet off in high school. How long did you know him before?
Before that, not really that much, but after, we've got to know each other pretty good, but it was pretty fun.
What was your best day fishing, Cash?
My best day ever fishing? I don't know, man. I've had some pretty good ones. I don't know. Anytime I feel like I go to Lake Guntersville, Alabama, I feel like I do really good down there, or anywhere in Florida. So I like to stick to the southeast to fish. I don't like going up north to fish for smallmouth or anything like that. So anytime I get to go down there and do that.
Favorite place to fish here in Kentucky?
In Kentucky, Kentucky Lake. Or Lake Barkley, that way. But great fishery, has been for the past 25 years. And everybody goes out there, no matter what time of year it is. It could be a winter bite, a spring bite, or a summer bite. People still catching really good quality fish off those ledges or up shallow, anywhere you want to go. So that's Lake Barkley in Kentucky for you.
You've done a lot of fishing competitions before?
Yeah, I've been competitive fishing ever since I can remember, with my dad in local tournaments around my area, and then I started fishing by myself in those local tournaments when I was about 14 or 15. Dad would drive me off and come back and pick me up at 10 o'clock and see how I did. But it was just something that I like doing. I can still be competitive at it, but also it's kind of like my getaway.
Compare fishing and football.
Compare fishing and football? I mean, in competitive fishing, it's the same thing. I mean, you're going out there trying to win. You do everything you can to win. It takes a set of skill. I mean, it takes a sense of know about you, of what you want in your situation when you're fishing. You got to know. It's like knowing your opponent, basically. You got to know what the fish is doing. Just like you got to know what your opponent's going to be doing. If they're going to be running the ball or passing the ball, you got to know if this fish is going to be biting in the morning or the evening, or if it's going to be a crankbait or a jig bite. You never know. So that's how I compare those two.
How would you describe your tendencies as a fisherman?
I'm pretty calm. I'm pretty calm out there. I usually just like to go out there when I'm fun fishing, just by myself, just because I like to be out there just myself and not have to worry about my phone buzzing 24/7. I don't have any cell phone service anyway, so it's just me out there. But I still get pretty amped up, pretty excited if I stick a good one. So don't think I don't get excited out there.
Obviously, with the football success, and then now you're on the fishing team, this kind of adds to your legend of being from the mountain. How have you embraced being like a superhero from the mountains?
I never really thought of it like that, and I never really looked at it like that. I just looked at it, I was a kid that had a lot of dreams and had a lot of goals, and I was very fortunate enough that, I worked my way to them, and that I'm here and I'm doing it. It's just an unbelievable feeling that hopefully, kids back home can look at this and say, if I could really work hard and I keep my head straight, and I do the right things and I do the little things right day in and day out, I can get there too, and that's what I hope. Out of everything that comes with this, from football or bass fishing, whatever it is that no matter what you do, no matter where you're from, no matter where you come from, it's possible. You can do anything you ever want to if you ever just put your mind to it and work hard for it. So,
Got to ask, Matt House is returning. How's it feel to have your DC back?
It feels really, really good. I was getting a little worried there for a second, but Coach House loves it here, and we love him here. So we're really excited to have him back with us.
As a senior, You obviously had that nice hype video last week, but what do you expect from your linebacking core, especially such a young group coming into next year?
I mean, I expect us to pick up where we left off. I mean, you left off with a really young, hungry group that was really hungry to learn and really hungry to embrace everything, to do the extra work and not complain about it, to do every little thing right and not complain about it, and just come in and try to get better each and every day. I think that goes a long way with how your defense is led and how you want your defense to be represented on the field.
What did you think about the commercial?
It was pretty cool. There was a lot of hype built around it, and obviously when we were in there filming it, we knew it was going to be really, really cool. And then when we saw it come on TV, it was just, I don't know, it was really cool.
Was that a one take for you for a motivational speech?
No, it took many, many takes, it's weird because I'm used to just saying what's in my heart or saying what's on my mind to the guys, and now I got to read, what to say to them. It's kind of weird.
Wondering about that commercial. Can we expect one for fishing next year?
If they got the money to do it.
Do you know if you'll have to wear a separate jersey than they do because of the sponsorships?
We're still working on that. I have no idea. That stuff there really never bothers me. I'm used to fishing in just a Kentucky football hoodie anyway. So, but it'd still be pretty cool to have a jersey and all that stuff on there. But if NCAA says I can't do it, then I can't do it.
So how much fun have you had hanging out with these guys the last few weeks getting ready for the season?
It's really fun. It's just to go that you got new teammates basically, and you get to meet new people. I like meet new people with my same interests, and it's just really fun just to sit there and talk about how we all got into fishing and what it does for us and what we want to do with it going on in the future. So it's really fun just to meet new people like that, and I think that building relationships, there's no such thing as building enough of them. So.
And what does it mean to you to fish with the UK on your chest out there as a team?
I mean, it's cool. I get to represent my state and my school in another way besides trying to run through somebody's face. So it's a pretty cool feeling.
So you've got football and fishing, and you obviously know how to cut a promo. Could you be a wrestler someday? Three-sport athlete?
I don't know. Carl Anderson and Lou Gallows and those guys told me I could do it, but shout out to the club, by the way. And it's just something that I could do if I wanted to. But right now, I'm just focused on this season coming up and trying to see how long I can do this football thing.
Anything else? All right, we're gonna get